Hello guys, welcome back to Versatile Bagan with another video with day 3. So here there was a small confusion for you. Identity operators. Here x equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3 and z is equal to 1 comma 2 comma 3. Then why they are not two, they are two not equal. So here x not equal to z because it is not defined by our code. X equal to z like that. So y equal to x is given. So y equal to x is true. But x equal to z is not true because x equal to z is not defined in the code. So next, membership operators. Membership operators checks if the value exists in a sequence. So here, uh, print 3 in numbers. So here 3 is in the set, in the sequence. So it is true. 5 is not in the number, so it is false. Next, data types. Data types define the type of value that a variable can hold in a programming language. They determine the operations that can be performed on the data and how it is stored in a memory. In Python, data types are dynamically assigned, meaning you don't need to explicitly declare them. Instead, Python automatically determines the data type based on a value assigned to a variable. So this is the information about data types. You will understand this by seeing an example. Next, data types in Python. Data types are two types, four types: numeric, dictionary, boolean, set, sequence type. So here, numeric is again described in two types: integer, float, and complex number. So numeric is three types: float, integer, and complex number. Sequence types is different defined as strings, tuple, and list. So integer whole numbers positive, negative, or zero. So integer means negative x-axis to positive x-axis, and y equal to 0. Float numbers with decimal points. So numbers with decimal points are called float numbers. Numbers with real and imaginary parts are called complex numbers. With only imaginary parts, it's called as imaginary part. Dictionary: unordered collection of key valued pairs. So here, collection of key value pairs. So here, pairs are what here? So there is no order here. So it is called as dictionary here. Because key value pairs, there are pairs of name comma name John and age 25. It is unordered. It is not ordered. It is related to both of them. One is related to 2. In this, d equal to 1 comma 2. One is related to 2, but they are not ordered pairs. And key value pairs boolean represent true or false. We will see in DLD that boolean expressions will be 0 or 1. So here also true or false. Is active equal to true? Is dull equal to false? Set another collection of unique elements. So another collection of unique elements means, so there is no order for collection of unique elements. There can be any type of elements. So it is said to be a set. String sequence of characters enclosed in quotes. So here quotes means enclosed in double quotations or single quotations. Tuple order immutable collection of elements. Immutable means they can't be muted again. They can't be repeated again. So they are called as tuple. List ordered multiple mutable collection of elements. So here list means it can be repeated again. So next, conditional statements. Conditional statements help to make decisions in Python. The program checks the conditions and run different code based on the result, true or false. So let's have a look at it. If statement, syntax, if condition. Condition to execute if condition is true. So code to execute. If condition is true, it tells the condition is true or false. So example, uh, age equal to 18 if age greater than or equal to 18. Print. Print you can vote. Next, you will get if age greater than or equal to 18, you can vote. you will get the answer as you can vote. Next, it can be used in the voting system and in the government websites. Next, if else statement. If else means handling two scenarios. Age equal to int of input of enter your age. So enter your age. If age equal to greater than or equal to 18, print you can vote. Else, sorry, you can't vote yet. So this is the uh, if else condition. If is also used, else is also used. If the condition is true, it runs the first block. Otherwise, it runs the else block. Next, if GPA is greater than 8, your mom will be like her eyes will be filled with happiness, or else she will beat you with with a broom. If elif else statement. Next, multiple statements, multiple conditions. If elif else. Elif allows multiple conditions to be checked in sequence. Python checks from top to bottom and executes the first matching condition. If marks are greater than or equal to 90, grade grade equal to A. You got congratulations. Elif else if you get greater than or equal to 75, you will get B. Else C. If you get less than C, less than that points, you will get B failed. Less than 60 or less than 60, you will get failed. Result is failed. So next, nested if statement. Conditions inside conditions. So conditions inside the conditions. So let's have a look at it. If age greater than or equal to 18, if age greater than or equal to 65, you are senior citizen. Else you are an adult. Else you are an minor. So here, if age is less greater than or equal to 18, you are adult. Next, if less than or equal to if less than or equal to 18, if less than 18, you are minor, and if greater than or equal to 65, you are a senior citizen. And if condition inside another if is called as nested condition. If is there inside another if, so it is called as nested if statement. Next, what is a loop? A loop is a programming structure that repeats a block of code multiple times. Instead of writing the same code again and again, we use loops to avoid repetitions. So if we want to write name, so we will continue it in the loop, so that it is in the loop, and the every time we want to specify the name, it is used as name here. If we consider it in the loop. So a loop is a programming structure that repeats a block of code multiple times. Instead of writing the same code again and again, we use loops to avoid repetition. Types of loop in Python. For loop, use it when we know how many times to repeat. While loop used when we don't know how many times but have a condition. So let's have a look at the example. For loop. A for loop is used when we want to repeat something a fixed number of times. It iterates over a sequence like a list, string, or range of numbers. For variable in sequence. So for variable in sequence, code to execute in each iteration. So iteration means steps of solving. So here it is in the loop. Next example is for I in range S, print Python is awesome. So in range 5, 0 to 5 or 1 to 5, I is 1 to 5, Python will be awesome. Print Python is awesome. So here, next, the loop runs 5 times, printing the message each time. Range, if we put it range equal to 5 and print I is in for I equal to in range 1. Here we will will specify here the range of the 5. range equal to 5, so that it will be printed in 5 times. Next, range function generates a sequence of numbers. It is mostly used in for loops to define how many times a loop should be run. It is mainly related to for loop. So range start stop step, where the sequence begins default 0. Where the sequence begins, it is defaultly set to be as 0. Where the sequence ends, exclusive stop. How much to increment? Is it 0. 0.1? Is it 0.2? Or it is 1? The increment is step. How much length of the step is there? That is said to be a step here. Step is defined at last, stop will be defined in second, and start will be defined as first. Next. Examples. For I in range 1, comma 6, print 1. So here 1 to 5. So it is close bracket, 1 to 5 is output. For I in range 1, comma 6, print I. So here print I is here 1 to 5, I will be printed out, but it's not given here. It's a small mistake here. You can note down it. Next. 0, 10, 2. So here, so I equal to 0, 10, 2. With a step of 2, I will be printed. So I equal to 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. The output will be 0, 2, 6, 4, 6, 8. Next. While loop. A while loop keeps running until the conditions become false. It is useful when we don't know the number of repetitions in advance. So here while condition. Code to execute while condition is true until a condition becomes false. While loop will continue until a condition becomes false. If a condition is let it as t greater 0 less than or equal to t less than or equal to 2, then the code will run for 0, 1 and 2. While condition. Code to execute while condition is true. It is useful when we don't know the number of repetition in advance. So here if we don't know how many repetitions are there in this condition, we can use while loop. Example, count equal to 1, while loop less than or equal to 5. So here looping. So print looping. So looping is printed 5 times. Count is 1. 1 1 1 plus 1 is a step here. Count plus or equal to 1 increments count. So 1 was the increment. Warning: infinite loops. If condition never becomes false, the loop will run forever. So here, never forget to update the condition inside the loop. So here, while true, hello, help, I am stuck in infinite loop. While true. So here, while true is condition where it is infinitely, it is stuck in the infinite loop. So it will be in loop infinite times. So next, when you forget to break off the while loop, what happens? Let's see this. This is an image. Is the mirror was placed the backside of the doctor, so it is reflecting, and infinitely reflecting. So this is the while loop. What is a function? A function is a reusable block of code that performs a specific task. Functions helps in reducing repetition, making code clean and efficient. Python has built-in functions like printf, len, and user-defined functions, etc. Define greet, name of the function. Def key is used to create a function. To create a function, define is used. Function body, name of the function. So here function name is greet. Greet equal to print hello world. If we greet is defined, output will be print hello world. If greet, print hello world. So output will be greet, print outside function. Greet is there, so greet outside function. Next, parameters allows us to pass data into functions. So here parameters are 5 and 4. Define add numbers. So here number one, number two are 4 and 5 and 4. Here code add numbers 5 comma 4. So code is with hashtag code. This is not defined. It's a notation for understanding purpose only. I have discussed earlier in the previous video. Next, return statement send back a result. So if a return is there, it sends back the result. So define find square of number return result. Square equal to find square of 3. So return result of 3 again to number. So this number will be returned to number. This result will be returned to again function. Return result will be used when we want to return the result of the given function. Next example: define square number, return num plus num into num. So here return equal to result equal to square for print square is. So here result equal to square for print will be square is 16. So here this 4 is sent to upside define square, and the result of 4 square is 16. 16 came as the output. Next, lambda function. Lambda function is a small anonymous function. It can have multiple parameters but only one expression. Lambda argument expression square equal to lambda x such that x into x. Print square 5 square. Recursive function. Recursion is a programming technique where a function calls itself to solve a problem. It is used to break down complex problems to smaller, easier subproblems. So it is the. Have you confused here? If you have any confusion, you can ask in the comment section. While lambda argument is used, anonymous function means it is different. It can have multiple parameters but only one expression. So it can have multiple parameters. Here parameters are x square plus x square into 1. Recursion is a programming technique where a function calls itself to solve a problem. It is used to break down complex problems into smaller, easier subproblems. If you want, there is a big problem here, so it will be stored into small problems. This is said to be as recursive function. So here recurs it is defined into two recursive parts. Next, factorial using recursion. So here define factorial n. If n equal to 1, return 1, else return n into factorial n minus 1 recursive coil. Print to factorial 5, output equal to 120. So here recursion is there. So one statement is divided into 5 parts. So factorial 5, no it return. Factorial 5 is equal to into factorial 5 is 5 into factorial 4. So here it will be 120 base case. So here base case, this you can understand by observing this problem carefully. You can understand it. If you want a separate video on this, let me know. I will make a separate video on this recursion using factorial. Next, rock paper scissors. Rock paper scissors, have you ever played rock paper scissors? There will be three possibilities: rock, paper, or scissor. So this can be used in the code language also. Import random, get user input, user choice equal to input. Enter rock paper scissors or low, generate computer choice using numbers. So this is a code, you can understand it by seeing it. So this is all about Python day 3. This is all about Python in three videos. So thanks for watching, friends. If you like the video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button, hit the bell icon, and activate the notification bar. Thanks for watching, friends. Bye.